So the reason I give is that it's the right thing to do. At the end of our lives, you want to have done something. I think with yourself, and one of the measurements of what you've accomplished in your life is going to be what have you given. And if all we cared about were our accomplishments or the things and the trophies that we've amassed, I don't think you would have the type of rich life that you would otherwise have if you give something back to the community and make the world a better place than you found it. And it's our responsibility to do that. Well, with respect to the charitable endeavors I've been involved in, I've seen inspiration from both the people who do this full time, and then from the clients whom the charitable organization serves. I mean, both of those types of folks provide a different type of inspiration. And from the former, to see people who really devote all of their lives to making this world a better place and to helping other people is so laudable. And I really wish I was that good of a person where that's what I did with my life, and it's certainly inspiring to me. And then also with respect to watching some of the people who are the clients of these organizations struggle. It's amazing to see what people can accomplish, and a lot of us end up on third base in life, and you think you've hit a triple, and when you come to appreciate the struggles that a lot of people have to go through to just get through the day, or to put a roof over their heads, or to find food for their families. It's really inspiring to see that people not only are able to accomplish those things, but to do so with a charm and a grace, and to maintain an attitude, a positive attitude in the face of a lot of adversity. And it's very inspiring. Well, I think Full Circle Fund does a variety of different things that are unique in the ecosystem. And the first thing is, I think, bringing together the different worlds, bringing together the government and entrepreneurs and the folks who are full-time in the not-for-profit business. I think it's not only a unique role, but it's not only a unique role, but a necessary role. I mean, the systemic problems that we have can't be solved by any of these point solutions. And you look at something like housing, which the Full Circle Fund had traditionally addressed, and it's just not something that a small not-for-profit can take on, or any not-for-profit can take on. It really requires coordination amongst all the sectors, the private sector, the public sector, and the not-for-profit sector. And without that type of collaboration, you can't make real systemic change. I'd also add that another thing that's exciting about the Full Circle Fund is how much it enriches its members. My own time there was an incredible learning experience for me, and it made me a more effective community member. And I think that's an important thing that sometimes gets overlooked. Not only are you affecting change while you're a part of the organization, but afterwards, the alumni go on and become more thoughtful and effective civic leaders. Well, I think entrepreneurs are types of folks who are, at least my clientele has been the type of folks who get inspired by data and get inspired by just seeing things that happen, seeing the facts on the ground, and that's one of the things I think is a wonderful opportunity for Full Circle, or I should say, for which Full Circle provides a great opportunity, in that if you can introduce entrepreneurs to these charitable organizations and to see the work that they do, I think people are going to be inspired. They'll be inspired by the social entrepreneurs, that is, the people who are running these organizations and how hard they work and the struggles that they go through, and then also inspired by the clients and seeing how people are working hard to better their own lives. And I think once you get an exposure to that, it sort of opens your eyes to a whole different world that many of these entrepreneurs may not have ever encountered before. And I'm sure that when they see these types of works and the type of quality people who are involved in them, they're going to want to be involved and help to solve these problems. Well, I think none of the big societal problems will be changed by thinking small. It's a very easy answer, and we need to be innovative, and we need to continue to try to do different things and attack these problems in different ways. I mean, some of these problems are systemic. Some of them are new. If you think about things like the digital divide and access to digital information, that certainly wasn't a problem that was understood 100 years ago or relevant 100 years ago. Whereas some of the problems we're still working on that are age old, and such as feeding folks and finding adequate shelter for people. And these problems are, it's easy to throw your arms up and say these problems are intractable, they'll never be solved. But that's certainly not the spirit of Silicon Valley, that's certainly not the spirit of entrepreneurship, and that's not the spirit of Full Circle. I mean, we're going to keep trying and keep taking a different shot at things, and we're not going to be afraid to fail. And I'd rather try innovative things and fail than to throw up my hands and give up or just keep going with old ways that are proving to be ineffective. Well, one of the great things about being a member of the Full Circle Fund community is that you have a group of like-minded people who are all trying to effectuate change in their own way, and we're all busy people and have a lot of different things on our plate. And when you're around other people who are doing the same thing, you get inspired in the sense that these other people are making time to try to make the world a better place, or try to give back to their community and try to be involved with affecting social change. And you get to know these folks, and you're both inspired by and improved by them, and you can collaborate with them and get to know them all sorts of different levels. And that's been a terrific part of the Full Circle experience for me. And another part is just meeting people from different communities. I mean, I myself am a technology lawyer, and I spend my time dealing with venture capitalists and entrepreneurs and other lawyers and investment bankers and the like. And that's although that is a diverse community in some ways, and in other ways it's a very homogeneous community. And when you get a chance to go out in the broader community and deal with folks who are from church groups and social entrepreneurs and work for the city, whether the local municipalities or folks like that, it broadens your horizons on a number of different levels, and it's good to be. And also, not only does it broaden you, it also brings you into the broader community of which you are a part. And I think it makes you more aware that the world is a lot bigger than the office and the people who live in your neighborhood.